It's time for another bike ride. Managed to plot a nice course that follows the Blackwater River, which is just behind me here, for about 12 miles. So I'm going to cycle up as far as I can go, see what we can see. Let's get down to it. Now this trail can get quite busy in summer, but luckily today it's lovely weather, but it's a little bit chilly, so there's not many people.
When the weather knew my name, I was measured by the rain and found no sudden.
Got a little bit off course. You can still see the water, which is good.
Good neighbors on the train.
So we're back on the river again.
Mediocre acres for rain by freight. The wooden days of love without a praise.
If anyone owns a Garmin and it's ever done this to you and you know how to fix it, please let me know. My trail is going off to the left here and it wants me to take this right. I don't want that. I made this trail. I know where I'm going.
So I'm currently on the Blackwater River path. It's the river to my left, and to my right you have Horseshoe Lake, which is a massive activity lake. There's kayaks, stand-up paddleboards. Might be worth a visit in the future.
That never captured. Surreal science afternoon. Been sealing feelings, stretching truths, dedicated to the complicated.
Now there are a few issues with the Blackwater River path. Number one, it has lots of sewage treatment plants. This is a bit annoying because they're polluting a lovely river. I don't see that much wildlife for a river that is this long. I don't see many fish, I don't see many birds. And I think that the amount of sewage treatment plants on this river is part of the issue. Second issue is that some sections it can get very narrow and it's still a very popular walking route. There's lots of footpaths that actually use the Blackwater River to link two footpaths together. Now this can cause an issue, as cyclists often annoy walkers. I like to hold my speed back in these narrower sections, just so I'm not alarming any walkers. The third issue with the Blackwater River path, some sections are privately owned, which means that it's up to the landowner themselves to keep that path and that public access open. A lot of these sections have been bought out by fishing lakes, and they've closed the path on these sections to stop cyclists using the path and disrupting their fishermen, which is completely understandable. The fourth and final issue I have with the Blackwater River path, most sections are amazing gravel and it's very easy to ride on a bike like this with slightly more aggressive tyres than you'd find on your hybrid or road bike. But there are some sections where it's essentially just grass. These sections are filled with rabbit holes, mud and divots, and it can be quite uncomfortable to cycle on, but they only last a mile or two, and then you're through it and you're back onto a lovely gravel track. I now have to cross the river on my bike. It's going to be quite treacherous. I survived!
When the weather knew my name, I was measured by the rain and found those sudden sunny days so artificial. Good neighbors on the train, mediocre acres for rain by freight. The wooden days of love without appraisal. It's a scene complex, running east to west, but nothing's official.
When you reach what seems to be a dead end, look closer. So this is where I find myself. The path does get a little bit overgrown and muddy. I've never been down this far, so I didn't know this was going to happen. Oh well, push on through.
Down the youth I never captured. Surreal science afternoon.
I've just stopped here at Swallowfield Park. Luckily it's open to the public today, which is good. Had a nice lunch. Homemade sourdough bread. These Linda McCartney sausages. Just admiring the view of the river. I've decided I'm not going to cycle the Blackwater River path the way home. I'm going to test out a feature on my Garmin where it just picks a route and it tries to take me home. I'm not holding out much hope because the Garmin that I own is useless. I'm expecting dual carriageways, possibly even a motorway, mixed in with some footpaths and dead ends. So let's see what happens. So far so good. We're on quiet little country lanes. Touch wood. Well done, Garmin. Another quiet road. Keep up the good work. So I accidentally bought sparkling water instead of still. So you know what? It's actually pretty good. It's refreshing as shit.
Yard squirrel fever.